let the presidential aspirants promise us that. And actually, it should be something that we should demand of them, actually. It's not only that we ask them to promise, but it should actually, some parts of the constitution should be amended. And power should be given to us that we could remove a president by force if they are not going to solve this energy crisis once and for all. They should show us a detailed program. All of them should bring their proposals. They should tender their proposal to the people of Ghana. It should be in the national dailies, the Daily Graphic, the Times, all the papers that they think matter, so that everybody will read it. We will tender one at the International Court of Justice, saying that any presidential aspirant who is nominated by his or her party, whoa, in the name of God, not only that, protect local industries, make sure productivity goes high and employment is taken care of. And the third, but the most important of all, before it even starts or all of it starts, is that a comprehensive energy program is initiated. It should be so comprehensive that Ghana shouldn't have energy problems in the next 100 to 200 years. And continuous funds should be made available to the University of Science and Technology for them to be doing research in terms of R&D, or whichever faculty is in charge of the energy use in Ghana. They should actually explore all the avenues, not only with solar, wind, hydro as well again, and the rest of them. You know the names, you can name them yourselves. It's so disheartening, because some of us really want to go home and set up our factories, and we still have a problem. Sometimes when you think of it, you won't be able to travel that long. But you want to go home, and then quickly something happens, and then you don't even know if you want to go or you don't want to go, and yet you'll be telling people about Ghana, and you have to always be lying, be saying positive things about Ghana, because all the newspapers are writing good things about Ghana. Meanwhile, they are all not true. Last year I was in Ghana. Most of the things they were saying were not true. Why? We end up even bringing people from our colleges here, from the university here to Ghana, just to spend time in Ghana. They loved it. Of course, hospitality of our people, even when they are poor, is something you will never get anywhere. That is a fact. And so we are taking for granted. So ignorant are they that they will even bend down for you to fuck them in the front and the back, but they will still be following you. So ignorant are people. Seriously, this is a serious issue. I'm very, very angry. I don't know if the president of Ghana is listening, but if he is listening, then he has to demand of the next person who is coming, and it has to be something that should be thrown to the people of Ghana. We should actually brainstorm together, actually, because the country is all of us. We should all brainstorm. Ideas should trickle down from CPP, from NDC, from MPP, from PNC. It doesn't matter what your persuasion is, so long as you're a Ghanaian, you qualify to think with us. And that should be the goal. That should be the objective of nation building. Irrespective of cutting people's legs and saying that because they don't belong to the ruling party, which is the NPP, so anything they say that is even good for the country is not necessary, or we can't even use it, just because we are afraid that they will be credited with what we have done. But what's the problem? Are they not Ghanaians in the first place? Instead of trying to name things about people who are already dead, who didn't do anything for Ghana, why don't we actually look at those who are living now? The potential resources that we have, people, the human resource. Why don't we invest in the children? Slavery is still going on in Ghana now. Go to the Afan Plains and see. And you people are sitting there. You are not doing anything about it. Are you not ashamed? Are you not ashamed? And yet we stand up and we say Ghanaians are this Ghanaian. Useless. We are nothing. We waste our time saying things like that. Sometimes it pains me so much that we don't actually reason. The way people think we reason, we don't. It's so painful. Nobody can take away my patriotism from me. I'm a patriot. That's why I'm saying what is hard for people to say. And being a patriot is saying things that people will otherwise not say. That's not to say you disrespect your country. I love Ghana. I want to die and come back as an African first before a Ghanaian. I'm actually from the sub-region. Me, I'm from anywhere in Africa. I don't want to only be a Ghanaian. If baby then I'm a two afi. If at least I speak 3 languages from Ghana. You see, it's so painful. When you think of it, you don't really know what to say. You get angry and the anger is inside you and it's eating you up. Because if I was our president, all the funds that I've sourced, I wouldn't have been building palaces and all that. I would have actually put in all that money into the energy sector and save the local industries. Save the local industries. Don't you people understand that we can only add value to ourselves when our local industries are strong and they can compete? Even though we are in a globalized world, people are still protecting their own. The French are doing the same, the Germans the same, the Spanish, the Italians. But they are the same people who tell us to be selling everything. We should sell water, we should sell electricity, we should sell everything. We should increase the tariffs when the revenue commissioners are not even taking more taxes. Loads of people are out of the tax net in Ghana. I pay taxes. I run a company, I pay taxes. Actually, they should stop taxing me now. I should actually write a letter to the revenue commissioners because I don't live in Ghana now. I paid hundreds of millions of cedis. It's not like I'm lying. I did projects because I was a contractor. I did loads of projects. And God knows that I'm not lying. I'm not sitting here just trying to make somebody think that I've done my due diligence in Ghana as I sit here now. Some of you haven't paid taxes before. You don't even intend to pay. And yet you want to drive the best cars, you want to live in the best houses. And still, some of us have actually been resourceful more than yourselves. And yet you're in Ghana stealing continuously. Not taking the right decisions that will even benefit our uncles and aunties and cousins in the villages at all. And we still have to be struggling here just to send them a few shilling for them to yeni. Why? It's so disheartening. So disheartening. I don't even know what to say again. I wish I was sitting on a program. Just blast everybody from head to toe. They're all useless. That Rawlings Kufuor thing should stop. That Kufuor Rawlings unnecessary acrimony, anger should stop. We should actually sit at the table and think of Ghana and think of how we can do things together instead of do things to divide us. That's completely unnecessary, actually. We don't need that. Ghana is bigger than Kufuor, it's bigger than Rawlings. You people should know this by now. Nonsense.